With the Nuke of Verdansk event that happened at the launch of Season 3, we saw a lot of major improvements into Warzone, and I think a lot of people really liked the changes right off the bat because it was something fresh. And I guarantee a lot of people had honeymoon periods with the new changes, thinking that Warzone was completely revamped, and now that there's been a little bit of time since now and launch, I want to look at what Warzone has really improved within these past couple of weeks since Season 3 and what Season 3 has changed in the game overall. A lot of our initial impressions of the Season 3 nuke event was that the game was pretty balanced. They nerfed a lot of the really high TTK weapons and made weapons like the Fafar, the MAC-10, and the AUG not so viable anymore. And since then, everyone has been using a wide variety of weapons and there hasn't been a static meta in the game. People are using new guns here and there. Some people think the AK-47 is really good. Some people think the M4A1 is really good. And the meta really is balanced right now. And you can use any gun you want and have a fighting chance as long as you're playing smart and using your gun in scenarios where you have it set up for. For example, if you have the M13, odds are you have the M13 set up for close range combat. So if you have a good CQC M13 with good attachments and you're just using it in close range, it's going to do really well, even against weapons like the MAC-10 and the FFAR. Sure, there are weapons in the game that do have faster TTKs, but when it comes down to accuracy, rotation, placement, and then just team game modes, you can use whatever you want. And it seems very balanced still, even with new DLC weapons being added into the game. And if you think of some past DLC weapons like the MAC-10, there have been some really overpowered DLC weapons added into the game. So when everyone heard the Carve 2 was coming into the game, there was a lot of people, including me, that thought, oh my god, we are going to see the M16 AUG from Season 2 come back within the Carve 2. And the Carve 2 is going to be like a 2-1 burst gun at all ranges, and it's going to be extremely overpowered. But thankfully that wasn't the case. It was introduced into the game pretty balanced and didn't really have any issues whatsoever. Personally, in my opinion, the Carve 2 isn't that good whatsoever. You'll see in the gameplay in the background, I'm using the M4A1, and the M4A1's killing way faster than any burst weapon in the game, which is the benefit of having a full auto strong assault rifle. Now, there is a huge patch coming out this week where they're quoted as saying they're weapon balancing assault rifles, LMGs, pistols, and snipers, and that's literally all they said, so they could be changing stats class wise within those, so we'll have to wait and see for then. But balancing issues have seen non-existent, which is very welcome within Warzone. One thing I heard a lot of people saying that even though we didn't get a new map, the new map changes are welcome, but they won't feel new for very long. And I've been playing Warzone ever since Season 3 happened, and I've been playing honestly since the game came out, and these new map changes honestly feel very refreshing. The map feels the same but different at the same time, and they haven't gotten stale for me. Now, I guarantee that there's people out there who have landed the new locations so much that the new locations feel standard, but I'm still going to different areas around the map depending on where circle rotates, and am experiencing new buildings and new things every day. And even then, for me, the map never was stale in the first place before the nuke event. I think the Warzone map is actually really good for what Warzone has to offer. Map rotations are good, the locations are good, and a lot of the issues that there were with some of the buildings in downtown Verdansk have been fixed, and there's now multiple ways to get up, and one of the biggest issues was the tallest building in Verdansk. Now that the top 3 floors are all exposed, you can zipline up and get up there without the enemies on the lower floors seeing you, and you can zipline up in the elevator without the enemies seeing you. So unless there's a team that's camping every single entrance, stairs, and the 2 zip lines, which would be a really boring way to play, but there is people that will do that. But majority of the time, you can actually push those buildings now without worrying, because there are now 2 to 3 entry points to the tallest buildings in the game. And that goes for everything. People have found a way to now parachute into the tower of airport without having a helicopter. You can actually jump all the way from the top of Summit and glide sideways all the way to the upstairs of the tower. I saw it on a TikTok the other day on my YouTube shorts, and this guy literally jumped from the top of the fire station at Summit and glided all the way into the tower of airport and killed the team, or killed the guys that were up there. So the map seems pretty balanced, and a lot of the issues that the map originally had have been fixed, and I haven't had any issues there whatsoever. Now, there was the bugs and glitches where people could get under the maps in Stadium, and they would be under there and they could shoot you through the floor, which was an issue, but there was lots of people that would just avoid Stadium in general, so they didn't have to deal with those cheaters whatsoever. I didn't experience them whatsoever. I was at Stadium quite a few times, and I never had anyone shoot me from any glitch spots ever. I honestly haven't died to any hacks or glitches since Season 3 launch, and I know that the glitches have been patched below Stadium now, but even though that one point of interest was kind of a little risky to go to because of the glitches there, I never went to it anyway. Like, the couple times that I did was to buy a friend back when there was a buy station and I was closest to there. But even then, I didn't really go to Stadium, and I haven't really gone to Stadium ever within my gameplay on Warzone. That's just how I played. But I know that those issues have been in the game, but they've been fixed pretty quickly within a decent amount of time. And yeah, so that's really the only map issue we've had, and that's specifically relating to glitches. And with glitches and hackers, they've constantly been banning hackers and hardware banning, and yes, you can spend money to get your PC unhardware banned by using programs and stuff like that, but still, I honestly haven't seen hackers or glitches in a while. Now, there was at one point an infinite gas mask glitch, which I think got patched in an hour or so, and I think it happened overnight too. Like, I woke up, read Twitter, and they're like, oh, this new issue with this unlimited gas mask has been fixed, and I haven't seen anyone complain about it like the stim glitches. So it must have been introduced into the game really quickly and reported really quickly, and then Activision or Raven Software patched it really fast, which is good because they're taking glitches more seriously now. So we haven't seen any like game breaking stim glitches. Of course, we did see the unlimited gas mask or stim glitch. I heard it was a stim glitch, but I also heard it was an unlimited gas mask exploit. But so that was that. And other than that, it's been pretty balanced on the glitches and exploits, except for those two small instances of the Stadium and the gas mask. And hackers are, of course, still in the game. I have been lucky enough to not experience them. I know there was a viral clip of Courage JD and his squad spectating a hacker, and the hacker got banned live. So there's been some good instances of hackers getting banned live, and honestly, call me a conspiracy theorist, but I genuinely think Activision or Raven banned the hacker live on stream as like a publicity stunt. Not that they're like, oh, we're gonna ban this one hacker and then not worry about it. They just wanted, I think they genuinely just wanted to show that they're trying to ban hackers and that hackers are slowly being phased out of the game. I haven't experienced any in a long time, and neither have any of my friends. Of course, there's some times where I'll be like, oh, that kid's hacking just because he kills me and has good aim and maybe misses only a couple of shots, but I honestly haven't seen any like super aimbot hackers or anything like that. There definitely could have been some hackers that have killed me that have toned down their hacks so they're not as noticeable, but it's been pretty balanced overall. And to answer the question, has Warzone really seen improvement? I genuinely think it does. All the guns are super balanced at the current point in the game. There's not really any exploits going on. There's lots of people just playing to have fun now. I've gotten into less sweaty lobbies. I don't know if SBMM's been changed or not, or if it's just because I'm playing casually and we're just, sometimes we'll win, but most of the time we're just going to have fun and push bounties and stuff like that. So I haven't had any issues with the game. That could be because I've been playing a different style than I normally do, where I usually play a little bit more tryhard, but now that I'm playing casually, I'm enjoying it a lot more. So hey, if that's the case, try playing casually and just play for fun, and maybe it might change the experience you have. But overall, I think Warzone has improved in every aspect of the game since the new map has came out for the Cold War themed map, and everything's balanced. We got minimal glitches, minimal hacking, and the game's as balanced as it ever has been. And if I was to compare Warzone now to a previous season, I would say season 4 or 5 in Modern Warfare is probably something it's similar to, which in my opinion are some of the best 2 seasons in the game. And yeah, that's my conclusion. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, if you agree or disagree. Leave a like if you guys do enjoy, dislike if you didn't, there's no hard feelings. Subscribe for more videos in the future. Check some social media links, including the Discord, in the description below. And I'm about to head out, and if there is one, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.